Hello and welcome to Total Health with Dr. Nick, where my purpose is to inspire, empower, and motivate you to live longer, healthier, and more abundant lives. In today's video, I want to speak to you about the top 5 intermittent fasting strategies that will absolutely help you burn fat fast. And who doesn't want to do that, all right? You guys want to look great. You want to look great in your swimsuits. You want to look great for your spouses, significant others, boyfriends, whoever it may be. Or you just want to look great for yourself, which of course, that's the best way to look great. You always want to take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of others. But anyway, that's what I want to talk about today. But first, you know, I always like to get started by celebrating our keto rock stars. Guys, it's always about you, and I want to make sure that we celebrate you because your victories are the single most important thing to me. So today we're going to celebrate Peter Cohen. Peter, you are a keto rock star, my brother. Anyway, Peter is 60 years old, so for those of you who think that you can't be doing this at an older age, and by the way, I'm going to be creeping up on 60 in about 5 years, so I'm going to be in your club. 60 years old and have been eating keto for most of the last year. The effects on his health has been profound. The fact that his waist size at the time that he's writing this has gone from 48 to 41 inches is almost inconsequential in comparison. I'm nonetheless looking forward to achieving a waist size of 35 within the next year, which is half my height and within the optimum ratio to ensure little to no visceral fat. Yes, he knows the ratio about visceral fat, which is by far the worst kind of fat in terms of the negative effects on one's health. And yes, you are absolutely right. Visceral fat is the most dangerous kind of fat. Anytime it's around your gut, you also have it around your organs. Check out a video I did on that where I talked about that. But anyway, Peter, you are a rock star. You are inspiration to so many of us who are getting up there in age a little bit. And just when you think that you can't get better, you can. In fact, I always tell my patients, hey, what's to stop you? And this goes for you too out there. What's to stop you from being better than you were as a kid? You know, maybe you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, and you could do more push-ups than you did when you were 18. A lot of people can say that, so there's no reason why you can't be better now than you were then. Maybe you can run further now. Maybe when you were 18, you couldn't have dreamed of doing a 5K. Now you do it routinely. It's all the time. So guys, there is no reason why now you can't be healthier than you were then. So get that in your mindset. Stop thinking that somehow you're supposed to just wear out over time, that things are supposed to break down. No, you can get better. So a little inspiration for you there. And by the way, if any of you need more help, you know, you're watching the videos and I know those are beneficial to you, but maybe you're not getting as much as you want and you want a little extra help, we have just rolled out this past week the most amazing, epic, most comprehensive keto course. It is called Ultimate Keto with Dr. Nick. And I'll tell you, I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but I'm really proud of it. It turned out so well, and we've got such great reviews from it. People are already saying how much they love the portal and how well it works. So anyway, if this is something you're interested in, check it out. Go on the link. I put a link down below in the description. Just check it out, click on it, and see if it's a fit for you. If it is, welcome to our team. We'll love to help you out a little bit better. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. But first, make sure if you like this information, you like, you share, you comment, and subscribe. So jumping on in. Once again, what are those top 5 strategies to help you incinerate and obliterate fat? Well, let's start off with number 1. What to eat after you're breaking your fast. Now, that's a key thing. Why? Because your body's hungry at that point. Your body's going to start to suck up and absorb anything you put in it at that point. So it's critical, very critical, that you put something in it that's not going to elevate your insulin. Because as I've talked about on previous videos, if you elevate your insulin, insulin is an anabolic storage hormone. Anything with insulin is going to get stored. So you want to make sure you're not storing. You want to be burning. So you want to make sure that you're not eating anything that spikes insulin and not eating any sweets. Now, that's a given. I know it. Now, by the way, for those of you who are on the keto diet, this isn't applying to you so much. But for those of you who aren't, maybe you're on just a standard American diet, which is pretty sad if you ask me, or maybe you're doing paleo or something else, please make sure that you're not taking any kind of sugars and sweets, even if it's a sweet potato, because once again, you're going to start storing. Don't take in sugars right after your fast. Make sure you break your fast with maybe some vegetables, some nice big green salad, a bunch of green vegetables. Those, of course, are my favorites. I love talking about vegetables. Vegetables are phenomenal. A lot of times people think, well, if you're on a keto diet, you're not going to get a lot of vegetables, but I do. I love being plant-based with that. So lots of vegetables. and pour tons of olive oil on it, butter, avocado oil, whatever you like. Just put oil on it to get some healthy fats in there too. Make sure you're limiting your dairy and your proteins. Why? Because your dairy and your proteins can spike insulin. Dairy, think about this. What is lactose? Well, OSE implies sugar. So lactose is a milk sugar. So when you take in milk, you're going to get lactose with it. It's going to spike your insulin. Whey protein especially. I'm guilty of this myself. After my workouts, I've always wanted a whey protein, and whey protein will spike insulin too. So whey by definition does that. So be careful with the proteins because they can increase your insulin. Now, for keto people, once again, you don't have to worry about this so much. So now next, keto fasting. Well, when you combine the keto diet with intermittent fasting, you have got just the most blockbuster equation and formula for success when it comes to fat burning. When you start to include this, which by the way, you're keeping your sugars down anyway, you're keeping your insulin levels down anyway by definition with the keto diet, this is a perfect combination. So obviously 70% fat, 25% protein, 5% carbs as far as your caloric makeup for the day. Automatically keeps you in low. So this, if you're not doing keto, start doing keto. Get on the program with this. Keto is the way to go. You'll keep your insulin low. It's so much better for metabolic function of your body. Your mitochondria, your little powerhouses within your cells work so much better when it comes to fats than it does sugars. And your brain, its cognitive function so much better on fats. You ask anybody doing keto, they will tell you that, yeah, it was a little rough in the beginning, but once they got through it, boundless energy, mental clarity, everything is firing on all cylinders. So get on the keto bandwagon. It is for real. Next, lengthen the time of your fast. What does that mean? Well, most people typically eat a fast where they start eating after 16 hours of not eating. So it's a 16-hour fast. The eating window is 8. So most people stop eating at, say, 8 o'clock at night. They won't eat until about noon the next day. Well, start to increase that, meaning start to shorten up your feeding window or your eating window. What that means is maybe go 20 hours without eating and just eat 4 hours. So what that looks like is this. You may start doing a 2 or a 1 meal a day plan. You may start going to 2 meals a day where you're eating maybe just a lunch and a dinner, or maybe just, a breakfast and a lunch, whatever it may be, whatever fits your schedule. Or you might go 1 meal a day where you don't eat anything till you go home at night and you have dinner. Or you may just have lunch and don't have anything at dinner, so that way you're burning fat all night long. So you're going to lengthen your fasting window. Eating less, lengthening your fasting window. So what does that look like? That might mean that you fast for 20 hours, eat for 4. Fast for 18 hours, eat for 6. Anything you like, whatever works for you. Then you can eventually work into 24 to 48 hour fasts. Now, these are not things I typically recommend to my patients, because if you're doing keto, you really don't need to, increase it this much. Your eating window and the keto diet together is really pretty much all you need to do. It's enough. But hey, if you really want to increase your fat burning results and just accelerate this, then by all means, increase it. Go to 24 hours, go to 36 hours, go to 48 hours where you're not eating. You can do it. But just know that you don't have to do that. And you don't have to do it all at the same time. What if you say, you know what, I'll do my standard fast, 3 times a week, and do a fast like this maybe once a week where I just do 24 hours. Mix it up. You don't have to do it all the same. It's not one or the other. You can mix it up. Some days do a longer fast, some days do a shorter fast. Maybe just do fast 3 days a week. Whatever works for you, you figure it out, and you see whatever is increasing your fat loss, stick with that. If not, raise it a little bit. Next, training without eating. So going to the gym, working out in a fasted state, that's going to be your next bet, because absolutely 100%, when your body is in a fasted state and you go to the gym, it is looking for fat for fuel. You don't have it. Your body's in a fasted state. It doesn't have glycogen stored so much. It's all, gone. It's all been used up. So the glycogen that was in your muscle is gone. The glycogen that's stored in your liver is gone. So now your body's going, what am I going to eat? Well, guess what? It goes to storage fat. That's what it's going to. So this absolutely works. Muscle aging and wasting and boosting and fat burning are all helped. So exercising in a fasting state can help counteract muscle aging and wasting and boost fat burning. So you definitely want to include this, working out on an empty stomach. Now, I never could do that, so I'm with you. There's a lot of times I thought to myself, I've got to have food before I go to the gym. I need food to be able to work out. No, you don't. Let your body run off the body fat. Remember, if you go to the gym without eating, your body has to turn to body fat for fuel, so that is a good thing. Next, and last but not least, number 5, work out with heavier weights. It is an absolute fact. Research is proving it that lifting heavy weights shows that the high-intensity weight training, which is weight, anywhere from between 6 to 12 reps, can increase fat burning for hours. Now, that's the key, fat burning for hours. What you don't want to do is eat. Now, I know this flies in the face of everything you've been told, but if you really want to burn some fat, don't eat right away after a workout. Let your body continue to burn the fat. Let your body continue to work off it. Then about 2 hours later, you could have your first meal. Have some protein, have some fats to replace and repair that muscle. So that's what you want to do. Now, as far as how much weight do you want to lift? Well, that's whatever you can handle. If it's for 6 reps, you might do 6 to 8 reps. You might do 8 to 10 reps. You may do 10 to 12 reps. Mix it up. Once again, one thing isn't set in stone. You can change it. Maybe some days do 6 to 8 reps. Other days do 10 to 12 reps. And other days maybe do less. But don't do any less than, say, 6. And when you're working out with heavy weights, you really don't need to go above 12. It's kind of hard to do that with heavy weights. You get too fatigued. And I don't mean heavy weights to where you're going to hurt yourself. Please don't do that. Just heavy enough weights that you're really straining. You maybe need somebody to help you lift it, but not heavy weights that you're cheating and that you're using a lot of body sway and a lot of body movement. So that's not what I'm talking about. So, guys, I hope this is good information for you. 5 ways to increase your results with intermittent fasting so that you absolutely incinerate fat. There you have them, all 5. So I hope this is great information for you. If so, please make sure you like, you share, you comment, and subscribe. And once again, if you need more help, check out our keto course we've got right down below in the description. And if it's a fit for you, let us know how we can help you out. Well, anyway, I love and appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.